Captivity kills. That is the message these protesters have for Dolphinaris, and they are calling on the facility to shut down. Shut it down! Jailed without a crime. Boycott Dolphinaris. We've seen these signs before, but now
I'm sick about it. It's sick.
A fourth dolphin has died in less than 2 years, adding anger.
What is wrong with these people?
And a much larger crowd demanding answers.
This is a biological emergency!
Dolphinaris saying the latest, Kai, a 22-year-old bottlenose dolphin, was put down Thursday after 2 weeks of failing health. Just 1 month earlier, the death of 11-year-old Chloe. Before that, Aaliyah and Bodhi. It has many questioning why.
I think what's killing them is an industry that is so greedy that they will take sick dolphins from other locations, and they certainly don't belong in the Arizona desert.
And now, the company that loaned Kai to Dolphinaris, Dolphin Quest, telling ABC 15 they've officially ended their contract with the facility, saying they're evaluating next steps for the remaining 2 dolphins still there. Protesters calling on all dolphins be removed.
They need to be in the sea, in the seawater.
And of this message for the company that houses them.
We don't want them here. Go away.
Set them free! Set them free!
More than 100 protesters gathered in Scottsdale Saturday, outraged at news that a 4th dolphin has died at the popular attraction Dolphinaris.
Nobody can expect to have wild animals in a captive situation and expect them to behave normally. It's not education, and it's cruelty.
Healthy dolphins can often live into their 50s. Animal rights groups say it's a sign the dolphins just don't belong here.
In light of 4 dolphins dying, we would like them to be transparent enough to where we understand what's going on.
Meantime, a national animal welfare group believes valley fever may be the cause of at least one of the deaths.
It's a failed experiment. There is no justification.
And as for the protesters, they claim enough is enough, saying that the facility should not only shut down, but should have never opened in the first place.
Close down operations, stop doing anything right now, and just let a third party come in and find out what is happening at that facility.
Dozens line a Scottsdale streets,
We care about our dolphins.
holding signs with words like captivity kills and dolphin-free AZ.
Just because they were bred in captivity does not mean that they don't have the desire to swim and be with their family and their pod and have the freedom that we all do.
Dolphin activists today think the only way to keep the animals alive is to move them out of Scottsdale.
They don't perform tricks, they don't do high fives, they don't swim with balls on their noses. This is not education. If you want to find out about dolphins, the best place to do that is in the ocean. We need to get the remaining 4 to a safer facility and protect them from what's going on there.
Shut it down!
A demand by these animal rights activists.
Dolphinaris, get out of Arizona!
Dolphins do not belong in captivity anywhere, much less here in the desert.
Dolphin free!
But an AZ dolphin-free life is what every person out here wants.
You send that dolphin to the desert, the most least likely to be conducive for a dolphin to be by a freeway, where it cuts off all of their communication skills and the stress level for them to travel by plane. It's inevitable that they're going to die. It doesn't matter what we find out from investigations, dolphins have died here, and there's a reason why. If they're sick and chronically ill, you don't put them in a situation to stress them out.
Shut it down! Shut it down! For a little while or for good? For good! Shut it down! Public awareness is essential because people didn't even know what was going on over there. I mean, we didn't even know that it was already under construction until a certain point. And so we've been trying to bring that out so the public can know exactly what's going on. Unfortunately, it's an insulated target. It's a mile down the road into the reservation, or we'd be at their front door at this point. you know, what's the purpose of it? People can pay for a ticket and they can, you know, get in the pool with the dolphins and touch them. They call it swim with the dolphins. There are other facilities like this. And, you know, it's just a corporate profit scenario. And when all these people come into the pool, they bring all their human bacteria and or parasites, and we don't know if that's part of what caused the dolphins to die. A 50% mortality rate in 16 months' time, that's ridiculous. And they even admit that it's abnormal. What they don't admit is that it's abnormal to have the dolphins in the Sonoran Desert to start with in little captivity pools.
Well, obviously this protest today is kind of bittersweet. We're hearing lots of rumors that Dolphinaris is closed temporary as well as permanent, and inside sources and all of that. But either way, we're out here today fighting because there are 4 dolphins that are still at Dolphinaris. We just confirmed 3 of them are still there by area drone just 5 minutes ago. And I just want you all to know that they are still here. We want to follow that and make sure and ensure their safety. And from this point forward, everybody that's here today fighting for these dolphins, keep in mind they are going to another captive facility, the facilities that sent them here to begin with. And our fight's not over, and I am going to need all of you to please continue to work with us to end captivity everywhere. The company that sent them is based out of Mexico, Dolphinaris and Ventura Entertainment, which I know you guys already know. And those are the people that we need to target and continue to do our work and be professional and diligent and just continue to press on. And that's my goal, so I'm hoping it's for everybody here as well.
Dolphins don't belong in the desert. They're ocean-dwelling mammals. And another is the swim and dolphin programs like these pose a risk of the transmittal of zoonotic diseases and from humans to animals and vice versa. Dolphins are conscious breathers, so their brain is awake all the time because they have to actively choose to breathe. So if they're in captivity and they aren't happy or they're sick, they could just choose not to breathe willingly and commit suicide.
I seriously am concerned about them, and I just want almost to say goodbye to them. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little choked up.
Activists like Jeanette McCord have been fighting for this since before the facility opened in 2016. But instead of celebrating, she's worried about the animals' safety.
I am sick to my stomach, worried about these 4 remaining dolphins and what's going to happen, and I hope that they survive the travel. The stress in and of itself is enough to kill a dolphin.
Sure.
I will not think that anything that they could possibly tell us would change the fact that dolphins don't belong in the desert, let alone in captivity.
Well, Dolphinaris has declined our request for an on-camera interview, and we still have a lot of unanswered questions, specifically about the team of experts they say they're bringing in to investigate. We know that there's a team of pathologists, veterinarians, water quality experts, and animal behavior specialists. We don't know how many there will be, where they're coming from, or how long they'll be evaluating for.
Marine experts say it can be difficult to know when a dolphin is sick.
How do you know really how well an animal is doing? Dolphins, like I've said before, they look like they're always smiling, and when we look at them, you know, that's the impression we get. But yeah, they could be really struggling behind that smile.
Over the past 2 years, Dolphinaris has sold interaction packages, allowing people to swim with, pet, and play with the dolphins. The marine mammals are also used in therapy programs for special needs children. Some conservationists wonder if the constant interaction with humans may have led to the infections that ultimately killed 4 of the dolphins, who all died at a young age compared to their life expectancy. Through her experience and research with dolphins, she also believes the desert climate and enclosed pool could be factors that could compromise their immune systems.
That is going to be stressful, not just physically but also mentally, right? These animals are really smart. If you, on top of that, add a swim with program where you have groups of people coming in and out of the pool to touch them and pet them, well, that's going to add another stressor.
Dolphins in captivity anywhere, all over the world, is a money-making industry, and that's its sole purpose. So I'm very happy to hear that Arizona is doing the right thing, and the Pima Indian tribe is doing the right thing. I know that it took a lot of people to make this happen. However, 4 dolphins dying certainly puts the nail in the coffin for this place to never be here again. If you take anyone or any creature out of their natural habitat and try and force them to perform tricks, and dolphins are the only animals in captivity that are forced to work all day long doing and performing unnatural behaviors.
Yeah, we were originally told this closure of Dolphinaris was just temporary, but things this afternoon looking a little bit more permanent. That's because the signage that reads Dolphinaris, those letters on the side of the building, have now been officially removed. Signage crews tell us they got the call to do so yesterday. They say it took them just about 2 hours to take all those letters off the side of the building, load them up on trailers, and take them away. So the side of the building no longer reads Dolphinaris.
Want the public to know that yes, the sign is down and it might appear that everything is good for Arizona, but there's still 4 dolphins that need to be rescued from this facility and as soon as possible.
But activists are taking steps to monitor the dolphin removal.
Now, we reached out to other advocacy groups as well. Dolphin Free Arizona told me they anticipate a permanent closure after the investigation by the USDA. They also called on the Salt River Pima Indian community to end the lease agreement.
I am hopeful that no more dolphins will be sent here.
Activists like Danielle Riley with Plea for the Sea don't want them to.
We're hopeful, but until Dolphinaris comes out and says that they're permanently closing, then we're going to be watching with a watchful eye.
Riley also believes the decision isn't entirely voluntary.
I think that they had the pressure on them to close and to figure out what's happening. Why are so many dolphins dying?
New developments tonight surrounding the drama at Dolphinaris. The 4 remaining dolphins at that East Valley attraction have officially been moved to the U.S. Virgin Islands. A spokesperson says it was a joint decision with Dolphin Quest, who owns 2 of those dolphins, to keep all 4 together. However, activists are not too happy about the decision.
Of all the places that Dolphinaris Arizona could have sent Sunny and Ping in the United States, Coral World in St. Thomas is the worst place.